beginning back in Kale's apartment, because there was one very important thing that I forgot. You might remember last time I was messing around trying to figure out how to get the mecha guard working for me to break into the classified stuff. Well, there's a much easier way to do that, so unfortunately that entire plot line is going to get dropped here. Which is too bad. It has something to do with that fuse. I know it has something to do with that fuse, but you know what? I do know the solution for the puzzle if you're going this route. Mm-hmm. Also, for a little bit of house cleaning, yes, negative numbers for below ground floors are a thing in Europe. So, now what?
So, we've been called out is basically what you're saying. You've been
we?
Was it me? Was I the one who was...
That was... you don't remember? I remember very clearly being like, people are going to tell you how wrong you are, and then, like a soothsayer... Like Cassandra, I suppose. Mm-hmm. You didn't believe me, but that's exactly what happened.
Well, I'm going to take the most infuriating approach to being proven wrong. I'm just going to self-righteously say, you know what, I may have said that, but I was mistaken in saying that, and now I completely recant, and I accept that that's how it is in Europe, and I've come along. I've thought about it. I don't think it's unreasonable. I think it's very cool for, like, to have negative numbers on elevators. I think it's kind of a nice little, it's like Wonka. It feels like that's probably what they do in England. That's probably how Roald Dahl came up with the idea for Willy Wonka's elevator, which I believe was a sequel to the original. And I think
yes, Willy Wonka and the Glass Elevator was a sequel.
Yes. Okay.
That was, I read that book. It was pretty weird.
Yeah, I actually read that book too.
I mostly remember the aliens that would spell out scram, which they were very proud because that was the only thing they could spell, even though they did not actually want you to run away from them.
Man, that is weird.
Oh, yeah, or like when they went into negative ages due to the de-aging drug, and they were like invisible monsters that if they bit you, you turned into an invisible monster. What a weird book. So, well, anyway, yes, this is why I wanted to get a cup of coil earlier, because I did remember that there was a place where you can get like a drug to, a sleeping drug to put in it to make a drugged cup of coil. And that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's the thing. There are two ways that you can get into the classified files, and that is literally taking a mecha guard, and you get to control it and like blast down other mecha guards. It's pretty cool and everything, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. So the alternate way to do it is to just drug your boss.
Okay, well, don't even talk to me until I've had my sleeping coil.
Oh my god, I hate this. Clearly I'm trying to go into the elevator. Okay, I gotta stop complaining about the tank controls. Also, I suppose, other house cleaning. Yes, Angus is a totally reasonable name for a leader of a dystopian world and not the name of a cattle rustler or like the boss at my last job. Sure, whatever, man. Anyway, enjoy the coil.
So she's established that she loves coil, is that right?
I mean, she explicitly asked me to get her a cup.
That's
and
right,
if you do get her a cup that's not drugged, she'll be like, hey, I can go for a second one.
Mm-hmm. What's wrong? You seem a bit...
Now, that is not sleeping. I do want to...
I thought we were going to give her, like, some NyQuil or something, just like...
I guess it's a good thing that she's still moving, but...
she does not look healthy. That, like, if I saw something moving like that...
Her eyes are open. Anyway, time to loot all of her stuff. Oh,
isn't that
sandwich.
Characteristic of dead bodies, though? Like, oh, its eyes are open.
Or, like, she's having some sort of, like, a heart failure or something.
Yeah, or, like, a stroke or something. None of them good.
There we go. That's what I need.
This was not, like, NyQuil, or if it was like this super slurm version of NyQuil from Futurama.
I mean, obviously it is, because we are in the world of Omikron. This is not the world of Earth, you gotta remember.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's how the people of Omikron sleep.
That's true.
I guess I didn't even think of that.
And they're humans, though, right?
No. You know what? I'm going to say no.
They're not humans. Okay, they're just humanoids.
Sure. I'd like it's... Yeah, it's so hard to say because it's like, yes, but no.
Oh, look at that savage elevator with negative Oh, sorry.
Oh, shut up.
Sorry, you're
Anyway, one of the things we also ended up the last episode getting was the master key for the building. That does not do anything for you. I went and I tried it on everything, trying to get into like Den's office, trying to get into the classified files. Nope, it's just to get into like one of the side rooms of one of the people that aren't in the office. You know, one of the other jabronis that don't actually show, that don't have NPCs in the game. So it's a lot. Wow. That's a place to end the cutscene. Anyway. So yeah, it's you might have thought. Yeah. You might have thought it's like, wow, that's a really good prize for giving a dude a nudie poster, but no, it's not. I think I'll use it a little bit later. By
the way, the drug cup of coil, what is the plot that's leading to?
No, we're just getting into the you remember the last case that I was working on was classified, and even though I am Kale right now, or at least inhabiting his body, I don't have access to it anymore. So we need to kind of see that so we can figure out exactly what was happening when Den died and Kale had to go retrieve my soul from our universe, go into his universe.
Okay, I understood none of that, but okay.
Oh my god. Look, this is not that. Anyway, hey, look, dystopian dirty laundry. Let's check that out. Oh, here we go. This is the one I'm actually looking for. But yeah, other than that, it's like, oh no, they're covering up people dying and getting extremely mutated, or something like that.
Badass.
Because it's you get it, right?
Uh-huh.
And then there's also one more, which was a senator closing an investigation to him sexually harassing people, which is, I mean, that's not as, that's more real than like the other stuff that appeared in here.
Yeah.
Case closed by request of Minister Uraz. And we got that data memorized, which means that I now have a new objective, and that's to go check out the, what is her name? Anissa, I think? Or something like that, who was the last person to have witnessed the site of the murder.
So wait, you can jump in this? I didn't even realize that.
It is not useful at all.
Okay.
I mean, it is mostly something that I use to skip through dialogue, which is why I just kind of abruptly jump at different points in time.
By the way, this reminds me, Mohandas Gandhi was in England, and he was in like the second basement of a building, and he said, and he was asked like, what do you think about Western civilization? And he looked at the negative number on the building, and he said, I think it would be a good idea. Sorry.
I guess this is the bit that we're going to be going for the entirety. Take that, Europe.
If you don't like it, then the viewers are probably going to hate it. So, and you would never do something your viewers would hate.
No, never. Like, I love my viewers, and I treasure them as my own children.
By the way, are you going to play Hollow Knight for once on your channel?
Nope, never. And in fact, I'm also not even going to be playing Silksong.
Oh.
Even for fun. Because that's the world we live in. The dystopian world of Omikron. Did I just go around in a circle?
I think you did. I was going to say, there's a lot of signs for that morgue around here.
Yeah, it's the big hot spot at night. Oh, right. No. I'm not going to find, that's in a second here. We got to go check out the bodies first.
Can I help you, sir?
Now, this is the dystopian that I expected, basically.
Meditech Uden is in the crematorium. It's the door
well,
to the
anyway.
left.
Also, oh, yes, I do quite like this crematorium.
I like how she's smiling. She's like, oh, yes, hey, you are here for an appointment.
Check it.
Oh, this is badass. This is like some... this reminds me of Logan's Run or something like that. Or Dune.
So, as far as... I don't think there's like any sort of... religion in Omikron, but it certainly does feel like they built this room in service of that.
It's the first time I see bodies in such a state.
Okay, anyway.
Ripped to pieces, probably by
Wow,
teeth.
thanks. That was actually exactly what I was looking for. Immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even wait there.
I love that flame in the background, too.
Yeah, I know. It's like a... it would seem like a workplace hazard, but as part of the offerings, they have to have it exposed to the air.
Yeah.
This is some. This is some acting. I'll say that. And also, this is some character design. There's a lot of stuff to like about this scene.
Yeah, I can't hear the voice acting, so I'm missing this a little bit, but...
It's not bad, but it's just that leaning back and, like, the arms splayed out.
The way that they're doing the video acting is great.
Oh, man.
I like to imagine that the voice actor was doing mocap acting while this was happening.
It was... Well, anyway. Hey, wait a second.
It looks as if the life force was literally...
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Who would do something like that? Leaving the eyes open. That's...
I don't know, like a robot or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
A replicant, basically, is what we're trying to get. Anyway, hey, more data memorized, which means I am continuing to actually make progress in here. And one of the interesting things about getting into the classified files is that if you do both of the things, if you do both like the solutions to the puzzle, drugging your boss as well as going in there with the mecha guard, you can actually get a lot of extra money because you get access in. You can also break your way into the evidence locker. But I was just like, I don't remember how to do it. So gruesome, I can hardly stand it. I mean, I know that it's like they're doing their best at the time, but additionally, the way that Kale does not actually react to anything, and they keep insisting on showing his face very clearly, as if, like, was that something they just missed? It's, I don't know, it's downright comedic is what I'm trying to get at. But, I mean, we can talk about that forever. Hey, medkits. Those things are kind of expensive, so yeah, I'm cool with picking up as... Look, one of the things you're going to be noticing over the course of this series is that I probably have a lot more medkits than maybe any other playthrough that you've seen of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've learned from their playthroughs, and I know that I want to get a lot of medkits. I also set everything to easy difficulty. Keep that in mind, because there's good reason for that.
Okay. Is this one of those, like, is this part of the legend of this game?
We haven't gotten to that point yet. Probably about after this episode, I think we're going to start seeing a little bit more of that. Okay. Here, it's a little bit more, there are shooter sections. There are the tech and fighting sample sections. I just read the word sample, and I said sample. Anyway, but we haven't really seen too much of those, and certainly like nothing that's particularly difficult yet. It's mostly point-and-click adventuring, and that does become more of a thing as the game goes on.
Mm-hmm. So, can I just make a general comment here?
No, but I'll allow it this one time.
Okay. So, one thing, this game appears to still be largely clearing its throat in the sense that all the wild shit that's happening here, just like a body just is thrown out of a fucking...
That's how morgue works.
Yes. It's pronounced morgue, by the way. But all the shit that this game, the weird shit that this game is doing, like the negative elevator numbers and stuff, all that dystopian horror, it feels like it's hard to tell that you've actually made much progress at all since getting to the world. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, the thing is, it's like we knew Kale was a detective and we knew he was working on something, but it's not until literally right now that we actually can... That we even are like on the track to learning what he was investigating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's sort of like I'm just catching up to what Kale already knew before he sent me into this universe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Nothing interesting.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm sorry, it's Morgue.
Anyway, we got a broken sneak, and one of the places that I found when I was exploring around in Kalasar is Fuan Sneaks. So, you can go get that fixed up right here. That will presume... I mean, as you know, the Sneak are the, future... Oh, my God, right, this character. So, David Cage is a huge fan of, the Chinese shopkeeper stereotype.
Yeah.
I think they eventually forced him to stop putting that into games, but both this, which is allegedly supposed to be taking place in an alternate universe, blah, 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 and Fahrenheit featured Indigo Prophecy, featured them pretty front and center at certain points.
So I'm not hearing the voice acting, but I can imagine what's going on with the voice acting. So that's always a good thing.
It's I don't, it's like David Cage has a certain amount of, hey, I like these tropes, the loose cannon cop and everything, but that was always just like a weird one where it's just like, really, you a big fan of that? Well, anyway, I need more money, so we're actually gonna go do a side quest.
Okay.
You remember how when I was searching through Kale's office that one of the things they said was just like, hey, there's this guy who's selling counterfeit sneaks, and he hangs out in this bar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's actually go do that.
Okay.
Again, just Kale's face.
What?
Okay. What? What? Huh?
What?
What? You can see that it's like I used 2 medkits there because I'm just like, wait, what? That was so sudden.
Yeah.
That was barely even a screen transition.
What happened though? Why did they go after you?
I just said, hey, I'm here to arrest this guy, and now we're shooting.
Oh shit! Everyone. Yep.
Everyone in the entire. That's unfortunately this is me talking right now, so I enjoy going to whatever. You know what? I'm not going to start doing voice acting now. But hey, on his body, the most important thing is 1,000 settings. So there.
The game is so ridiculous. Like that's such a perfect 2002
Yeah, I go in to arrest a guy and then I kill him and steal all his money.
Yeah.
That's Omikron, baby. Well, anyway, yeah, okay, so we got that fixed immediately, and there's some basically just, yeah, the thing I was gonna get at before I was talking about David Cage's proclivities is that sneak store items, so I'm getting items from that. Unfortunately, there's not really too much else to be getting from there, but Den's police badge means that I can finally get into his office. I got a master key and I was unable to use that, but I guess whatever. And also a surgical instrument whenever that's going to come up, but I tried using it on every one of the bodies that were in the morgue and the morgue way, but yeah,
you
wasn't really doing
it.
You
have to actually do surgery at some point, right?
Yeah, Kale and me is ready for that. Anyway, we can also buy erotic posters from Fuon, and more importantly, insulating spray. And you might be like, what? Well, the thing is, if you played a point-and-click adventure before, something just kind of called insulating spray that seems to have no obvious use should be ringing a lot of bells in your head.
I have not played a lot of point-and-click.
We're going to be using it later, so it's good that I'm buying it right now, basically. Okay. Well, anyway, now we're looking for Anissa, as I was talking about before. And as you can see, there's a bunch of posters of Anissa outside of this building, so... wait, what? You can't... much better than... There's 100 posters outside of the building that are advertising her. What are you talking about?
Well, now he's saying, he's changing it up. He can't offer them Anissa, so he's like, you know what? We're even better than Anissa.
But there's 100 posters out there. That's how I found this place in the first... Well, anyway, now we got to go find a bar where she's working, which is, great. Thankfully, it's this one right here. Literally right across the way.
I just want to point out, Anissa is a great name for a fictional supermodel. It really does, or, like a stripper. It sells... it sounds plausible, but just futuristic enough to be sensible. You know what I mean?
They keep going right in on his face as if it's supposed to mean anything. Well, yeah, I mean, Anissa's a great name, like Angus and Jenna. Sure, we get names like Kale and Tellis, and then we get names like Jenna.
I just want to point out, it's really weird when you have nudity with this kind of, or like really scanty cladding with like this level of polygons. Like it just looks like.
God bless him for trying.
Everyone's ass is just like one polyhedra jutting out of the.
Yeah, I mean, and like there's so many bald people, and you can so clearly see that their heads are like. Well, anyway,
just a little bit like it's a little bit polygonal.
A little, just a tad though. Anyway, I think this is actually the guy that I bought the coil from, unless they were like, wait, what? What do you mean? I just bought a double Yuki.
Mm-hmm.
And then I paid you for it. The point was that it's like I slid over the 20 Sedix and you were supposed to be like, oh yeah, she's in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever, I guess. We're, like, you know what a bribe is, right? Whatever. Here, have 100 Sedix. I'm pretty rich right now.
This is my biggest fear of traveling to a country where bribes are common, because it's not that I would, I wouldn't have the money. It's that I would totally fuck up like the process. I would I'd be like, and I'd bribe like the wrong person. It's like, God damn it. Who is this guy?
I only stole $1,000 from that person I killed. Anyway, hey.
Follow me.
That took so long for her to say that line.
I like that they just like, oh, it's the murder you witnessed. Like, I don't know how loud this club is, but I feel like you just be like, can we go somewhere more private?
I mean, we are, but
we're in a strip club. There's private rooms, It's like we don't need to be.
Yeah, this is an Omicronian strip club. Totally different.
Oh, fair enough.
Anyway, enough sauntering. Can you tell me more?
Told you all I know. You must
Okay, so I'm actually a different soul inhabiting this body right now. Everything you told Kale, he didn't really have time to tell me. We just had to make a contract, and then I left.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think I got him fired from his job, but
Mm-hmm.
I assumed that he expected that to happen.
When I heard a horrible scream coming from an alleyway.
All right, here, like you were talking about before. Now we're finally kind of figuring out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of seconds later, a man came out.
Okay,
of the alley.
there we go.
Police officer.
So it's not just like some sort of whatever that weird monster that we saw in the very beginning game was. It was also a police officer.
Ooh.
Which I guess is a monster is masquerading as or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess, hey, police officers transferring souls and everything is not an entirely uncommon thing as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just that I'm not used to seeing the dead.
Also, are you all right? Like it was 2 weeks ago.
Yes,
Right.
Was
I'm
it?
sure. I recognized his uniform when he passed under a street lamp. I think he might have seen me.
Well, that thing that we saw at the very beginning of the game, I don't even know what its eyes look like. I don't even know if I could identify eyes on it.
Yeah.
It just sort of seemed like an undifferentiated mass of modeled flesh.
There's
A demon.
something else. I didn't
Are
want to
demons
mention
real?
it the first time you and your partner
Tell
came.
us, do you know?
You see, I was afraid I might get into trouble.
I mean, it could also be just like, again, the whole thing with we are talking about alternate universe, and we have already talked about like mutations and stuff. Like, it's probably just a weird flesh monster. Of course, who's creating flesh monsters?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you give me that paper?
Give me a second to change.
Oh, sure. I'll just let you go in that room completely unaccompanied. Just give me 1 second. Ah, yeah. Ah, good. We're finally getting to... Oh, wait, it already happened. It was literally as soon as the door closed.
As the door closed. That's great. Oh, my God.
It's like it wasn't even 1 second. Okay, well...
Universal key or master key or whatever?
No, that's only for the police station.
Okay.
Bolted from the inside. I'll have to break it open. I don't have like a... The punching only works when I'm in punch mode. I'm not in punch mode right now.
Okay.
like the gun? Right, it's the gun, right? We're gonna like shoot open the door.
This door doesn't need punishment; it needs gunishment.
No, that's not the solution.
Oh,
Like surgical instrument.
Use a surgical approach to break it open.
Maybe I can jump into it with enough force.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think you have to do here?
I think you need to swim into it, like run into it, and no, you probably need to get like a battering ram. I would assume something like that.
Okay, so none of the other doors are opening.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't leave, which means that I
must
need to have the solution in my inventory right now.
Maybe you.
So it is the gun.
You need to wave your badge at it.
You need to. It's not just the gun. You have to use the gun in a very specific point.
Open up. It's the police. You damn bolt.
Ah, dang. What an entirely unpredictable circumstance that was.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, as always, time to loot. Nice.
And that's the piece of paper. So
nice again.
What? So that's not. Is that the piece of paper that they were talking about? Den's card?
No. She's got that much more hidden than that. Somewhere around here.
Behind the poster, maybe. Under.
That would make sense, but no. There you go.
Oh, okay.
See, you just look for the spitting statue around there.
Of course.
That's how they do it in Omikron.
Mm-hmm. Well, you need the spinning statue key for that.
Well, just stop it from spinning. Which, I mean, I guess is anything that gives enough torque to stop a... Yeah, that's helpful.
Huh, that almost looks like a puzzle.
It almost seems as if it could possibly, in some definition of the word, be a puzzle.
I don't know.
Anyway, cool. I guess we got all the stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
Including Den's home address. Can finally get in there.
Nice.
Sneaks are not going to be very important, considering I already have his. But anyway, I suppose that's just about everything we're going to be doing here.
Are they actually sneaks? Because that is such a fucking, like, Susian.
That's what they're called.
That's a Susian, like, currency. Like, oh, yeah.
So, hey, dude, what'll it be? Your star dancer just got murdered. You guys give me a cup of coil? Okay, that was... I couldn't do anything there.
Don't even talk to me until I've had my coil fafe. Yeah.
We're just gonna leave that as it was, I guess. Omicron sucks. I'm just gonna say it right now. This place is terrible and I hate it.
The place, not the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scrawled message. Truth hides behind the tiger. Okay.
Truth
I guess I'll keep that in mind.
Behind the tiger, it's some kind of reference.
And then just more information about the Awakened. It's the group that Jenna was allegedly working for, and by allegedly I mean was definitely working for.
Oh.
She had no excuse. And then, by the way, this took an embarrassingly long time, if you noticed that cut there. But yeah, I forgot that there was one extra thing that you can look in. They got the desk drawer. And that's where... Because otherwise I just tried to go over to Den's apartment, and it's just like, I don't have his key. I'm like, well... Okay.
Count on me if you need any help.
So this is the good cop that you
yeah, that's Tarek. He's the cool guy.
Okay.
Boog was the guy that we gave the poster to, and I can't remember who Mean Cop was.
Mm-hmm.
What is his name?
I don't remember.
The only reason I remember Tarek's name is because they just said it right there. He's just, I mean, he's lending me support, but not actually doing much of anything.
Oh, yeah. Just go to the not floor.
Cal, you've got to come home. There's no time.
Well, this is a problem.
Come to the apartment right away, please. You've got to come.
Okay.
Well, Tellus is in danger, so I guess we got to put off going to Den's apartment right now. Tellus! I'm coming!
All right.
But first, I gotta get a taxi. Just like give me a couple seconds here. It will not allow you to do anything else, by the way.
You got a fast car.
Uh-huh.
It's actually kind of slow.
No, do the lyrics.
It's a really long song, and I always forget. And then
I want to hear you recite all of the lyrics for Fast Car for the remainder of the video.
You were working on the store, and I didn't have a home at that time. Baby, you got a fast car. Show me one place and give me one reason to. Give me one reason to. Give me one reason to stay here, or I'll turn it back around.
Talus! I'm here to save you! Talus! Yeah, I remember that part, especially. Talus, where are you? Probably not taking a shower, but it was still a good guess. She is covered in blood. Talus, were you fighting too hard against the hologram man? Will.i.am. God damn it, every time. I didn't back up enough. Talus! Talus, did you hurt yourself making food? Oh, wait, there we go. That was, well, that was embarrassing.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, well. Get up to the roof.
Yeah, right on the roof.
So, this is the point in the episode where I'm actually going to lead it, let you, I want to see what you think of this entire thing here. Okay. Where we have the fateful confrontation with Talus. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is cinematic.
Well, except when you get the zoom in on Kale's face, making the same face that he always does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kale, I was so scared. A demon came here looking for you. He was really angry.
Oh my God.
He said he wanted your soul. Come here, please. Hold me in your arms.
Is she the demon? That's such an odd... Huh. That's not natural. Why is she laughing? Oh, hell yeah, kick her ass. Kick that demon's ass to hell, that demon Talus. Yeah,
I'm trying, but it's actually like pretty difficult, and I kind of came in with less help than I should have.
They just made her so much more powerful than you.
I also had like one chance to actually try and do anything with the Tekken stuff prior to this.
Is it possible to win that?
Yes.
Okay. Are you supposed to win
But
it?
trust me, it's better if you don't.
Okay. Bring me to life. Wake me up. You can't wake up. Oh my God. So Kale is he dead for the rest of the game? Oh my God. That's such a weird twist. And Talus is not dead. You just heard.
Oh no, Talus is super dead.
Oh. Who are you then?
No, don't make a mistake on that.
My name doesn't matter.
What is the geometry here? How did you get from being at the door?
It's the roof. It's the roof of the building.
Okay.
I have come to warn you that your life is in terrible danger.
Now, are you still... You're not Kale. You're just you in this other body.
This is me.
Okay.
This universe is just as real as yours. I know you're playing a video game in another dimension far
So if I die in the game, I die in real life, but sometimes not.
What you experience here is no game. It's reality. Our reality. And you risk your life.
And this is a video game, despite the fact that you are obviously
Demons are looking for you.
in someone else's body and you're clearly putting your own life at risk.
You've already escaped from them several times. They are mad with rage.
Localized entirely in this fictional universe.
The first thing to do is to destroy the gate the demons created between your dimension and ours. Otherwise, more players will fall for the trap.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to read all this. Like,
Yeah.
That no one will be able to
so demons are threatening the gate between the
Astaroth,
universes,
one of his
and we need to destroy the
Uh-huh.
gate. And
You will have to
none of this
destroy
cop shit actually matters.
Uh-huh.
It's just the demons,
Astaroth is the Prince of Darkness.
Uh-huh.
He is the leader of the horde.
and
I told you I wanted to get your reaction to
More
this.
and more souls to increase his power.
Did
And
you think you would be seeing this line of dialogue in this game? I mean, they obviously did kind of telegraph it a little
He is
bit
the
earlier,
incarnation of evil.
so
but to this point,
I thought when they were talking about demons, my understanding was that this was going to be like a like Blade Runner thing where they're super powerful humans through some sort of mechanic
Yeah.
involving the dystopian totalitarian society.
wouldn't that make a lot more sense?
Instead, it appears that these are literal demons from
can
like a
access
literal
the gate
hell
through Gandar's
trying to
office.
destroy the gate between Omicron and
You'll need
Earth.
a power rod to destroy it.
And
It's the only way to annihilate the demon.
we have to do the cop stuff because it's important, because that's where the things
Yes,
are
you
stored
might
and
await
stuff.
you in front of the
But
supermarket,
really,
Zone 9.
the actual villains of
Show
this
him
game
the sign
are
of the
literal
awakened,
demons, and
Are
the,
literal demons.
the lord of the maybe devils.
Astaroth, the Lord of Darkness,
access
he's
the
using
gate
his
through
demon
Gandar's
army to try and invade Earth
You'll need
through
a
the dystopian
power rod to
cyberpunk world of
destroy it.
Omicron.
It's the
So
only way to annihilate
so
the
what
demon.
what function other than that is the dystopian cyberpunk world of Omicron serving? We've gotten all this exposition establishing it as this very well,
You are
like
also
this
the only
complete
soul from
society,
another dimension who
and it's
survived.
completely just it's actually just the waypoint for
I
this
can't tell you
battle
any more
between
for
the
the moment.
demons and who ultimately are
Between
going
Hell and me, the Nomad
no
soul.
choice.
Does the name make a lot more sense now? As I am jumping through between bodies. And also, Kale doesn't matter anymore and he's dead.
Kale is
To get
out of the
into
picture.
Gandar's lair,
Yeah, entirely
you
out of the
must
picture.
first know the door code.
Kale,
Well,
none
we
of this
would-
stuff
Gandar
we
was
established
careless
about
enough to
Kale's
leave it
life,
at the scene of
his
one of his
apartment,
murders.
his
Anissa
his
found
job, his
Absolutely
coworkers,
must
his
get hands on the code.
his contact.
None of that
with the
matters
internet.
anymore. Now it's all about the battle between me and demons.